Welcome to Coming to New England. My name is Cristine Aspeel, and my guest today is my grandmother. Thank you for being here. What's your full name?
My name is Conchetta Marie Conti.
Why did your parents select this name for you?
I was named after my father's mother.
Did or do you have a nickname?
Connie is my nickname.
And how did you get your nickname?
It's just an abbreviation of Conchetta.
When and where were you born?
I was born in New York City in 1937.
What is your earliest childhood memory?
I recall being in the hospital when I was going to have my tonsils out. I must have been around 3 or 4 years old.
What kind of games did you play growing up?
I had jump rope. We used to play jump rope, hopscotch, those type of outdoor games.
What school activities and sports did you participate in?
We had volleyball. I had drama, glee club. Those were my activities.
Do you remember any fads from your youth? Popular hairstyles, clothes?
Crinolines and the page boy hairstyle, saddle shoes, penny loafers.
Sounds stylish.
It was in those days.
Describe a typical family dinner. Did you all eat together as a family? Who did the cooking? What was your favorite food to eat?
My mother was a single parent raising 3 of us because my father died when I was only 11 years old. So she worked, and I would prepare things ahead of time, but she did most of the cooking. We did eat together, and nothing spectacular. We just enjoyed being together.
Have you had any passed down recipes from family members?
Some that are boxed, desserts and omelet for the holidays, but I don't usually do that type of cooking nowadays. I enjoy going over to my daughter's and sharing meals with my daughter and my grandchildren.
So me.
And you.
How were the holidays celebrated in your family? Did you have any special traditions?
We come from a religious background, so we would go to church and then we would be home and have a meal together.
Similar to right now.
Yeah.
Like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
What was your profession and how did you choose it?
I did not attend college. After I graduated from high school, I went to work at a bank, and then my name was submitted to the FBI, and I was interviewed, and I worked for the FBI for 5 years before I got married. So I started as a file clerk, and then I was one of the 2 receptionists at the New York office. And then I got married and came to Rhode Island, because I was in New York at the time.
So what was the full name of your spouse?
Anthony Salvatore Conti.
How and when did you meet your spouse?
I met him on a vacation in Rhode Island, the last day of vacation. And
What'd
then,
you do?
Pardon me?
What'd you do?
We went to Mystic Seaport. I met him at Crescent Park, and we went to Mystic, and then he traveled back and forth from Rhode Island to New York for a year until we got engaged and got married the following year.
Where and when did you get married?
In New York in 1961. 1961. Yeah.
What did you believe is the key to a successful marriage?
Compromise, a good sense of humor, and similar interests.
How did you find out you were going to be a parent for the first time?
The normal way. I went to the doctor and I I became pregnant on my honeymoon, so it was
Nice.
one of those fortuitous events.
Yeah. What was your proudest moment as a parent?
Having 3 healthy children.
What accomplishments are you most proud of?
Oh, that I was able to work at the FBI and have that experience.
What is the one thing that you want people to remember about you?
That I had good religious background and that I lived my faith to the best of my ability.
How is the world today different than what you remember when you were a child?
The technology, the 24/7 news broadcasts, just events that come so quickly that you don't even realize they're there.
What world events had the most impact on you personally?
I remember VJ Day, and both of my uncles were in the service. I remember blackouts in New York, and then I remember the assassinations, and then 9/11. Those major events.
And last, how would you define the American dream?
Goals that can be achieved with hard work and persistence, and whatever you want to accomplish, you can. And that's my story.
It's been my pleasure today to interview you. Thanks again for being here. This is Cristine Aspeel, and you have been watching Coming to New England.